Hello guys, it's a wonderful and a very bright day out here. On today's masterclass, we're going to talk about rainy season in poultry farming management and how to guide you if you're in layers farming, production, or broiler farming. All right. So, rainy season is one of the most dangerous periods in poultry farming that no one tells you about. Many farmers lose birds, experience disease outbreaks, and record poor production, not because they are bad farmers, not, but because they were not prepared, right? They just take it as normal routine, okay? So in today's masterclass, I will show you exactly how to prepare your poultry farm for the rainy season, whether you are raising layers or broilers, so you can avoid
Yeah,
losses
we
even
invest plenty.
and increase your profit. All right. So why rainy season is dangerous? During the rainy season, there are three major problems that affect poultry farming generally. All right, which is high moisture, wet litters. When your litter is wet, this is for deep litters. If your bed is on the ground, then cold stress is what we call cold stress, and also disease outbreak. Wet condition creates perfect environment for diseases like Coccidiosis, Newcastle diseases, and fowl cholera. If not controlled early, they can wipe out your flock within days. Alright? So you have to pay attention to the housing preparation. Your poultry house is your first line of defense. This is what defends you. This is what comes before you and the diseases. Alright? Fix all the leakages on your roofs. Don't ignore them. Raise your poultry floor high if possible. Ensure you have water drainage that take away spillage out of the pen. Alright? And block cold winds that is coming directly into the pen, but have, allow ventilation to come in. Okay, so for broilers, poor housing leads to slow growth and high mortality. For layers, it leads to drop in production. Right? So this is what most farmers don't want to see. So always check your housing during the rainy season. That is when hidden problem shows. Okay, so let's go straight to litter management. Litter is very dangerous for both poultry farmers that keeps deep litter, which their bed is on the ground, and poultry cages. Wet litter is critical during this condition. Use dry materials like wood shavings where the beds can match on the floor, and make sure you maintain at least 3 to 5 inches thick from the ground. Remove the areas that are wet immediately to avoid ammonia buildup. Okay, so make sure your litter is always dry. Turn your litter regularly, stir it, alright, evenly with your rakes or your shovel. Wet litter can lead directly to ammonia buildup, leg problems, and diseases spread. If your litter smells, your bed are already at serious risk. Okay, so let me tell you the difference between ventilation and cold. Many farmers make this mistake. They close the house completely to avoid cold. This is dangerous, honestly. Poor ventilation causes respiratory issue and ammonia poisoning. Okay, so the balance in here is allow fresh air to come in, then block direct cold wind, which is the spillage of rain from entering into your pen and touching your bed. Your beds need oxygen, not suffocation. All right, so let's talk about the disease prevention and how to plan for it. Prevention is always cheaper than treatment. All right, so what you have to do is strict vaccination schedule, especially against Newcastle diseases. Add vitamins in their water, especially multivitamin multivitamin C. Alright, use anticoccidial drugs to prevent coccidiosis in this time. Maintain strong biosecurity, limit visitor, and always disinfect your slippers or your rain boots. Rainy season is not the time to take chances. Alright, this is a call to warning. So here are the feeding strategy. During cold weather, birds eat more to generate heat for themselves to keep them warm. So what you should do, ensure there is constant feed availability for your birds to eat. Avoid mold feed because it is very common in rainy season. Store your feeds in dry place and elevated areas. You can place plank under your feeds, or you can still use carton to spray on the floor and put your feeds on it. For layers, monitor your egg production closely, and for broilers, you watch your weight gain carefully. Scale every week or interval of days to know. Feed quality is equals to good profit. So now let's talk about water management. This is a very sensible one. Okay, so management and consumption during rainy season. So something many farmers overlook: water consumption during this rainy season. When the weather becomes cold, your birds naturally drink less water. For instance, mine in my farm was drinking around 200 liters, but now they are drinking below 100, like around one, let's say 100 liters or even 110 thereabout. So that is it. It is normal. But here is the problem you need to know and figure out. Less water intake lead to reduce in feed consumption, poor growth in broilers, and drop in egg production. Weak immunity, making your birds vulnerable to disease like Newcastle and Coccidiosis. So why your birds drink less water during rainy season? Because the temperature is cold, it reduces thirsty. Alright, water becomes too cold for the birds, and the wet environment already stress them. That is if your environment is wet. So to maintain proper water intake, serve clean, slightly warm water in the morning, especially early hours when it is very cold. Wash your drinkers daily. Alright? Dirty water spread disease faster in rainy season. Avoid spillage of water. Okay? So also add vitamins to your water regularly. Vitamin C and electrolytes helps to reduce cold stress. Ensure water is always available. Even if they drink less, it must never finish. Okay, so if your birds are not drinking enough water, your egg production will drop. So remember, no water, no egg. Same thing apply to broilers. Okay, so make sure you give your birds everything they need. Give electrolytes, like I said, so they will consume more of the water. So you must be ready before problems happen. Okay, have basic drugs available on your farm. All right, contact a veterinary doctor when you know you can't handle anything. Have a backup plan for flooding. Don't wait until your birds start dying before you act. Also, profit tips in the rainy season that you need to know. Smart farmers make more money in rainy season because orders fail and scarcity goes up. So when so you sell when supplies drop. Maintain healthy flock. Avoid unnecessary losses and control your spending. Healthy birds equals to more eggs, and faster broiler growth equals to more income. Alright? So rainy season is not a curse, it is an opportunity if you are prepared. Focus on dry environment, disease prevention, and proper feeding. Do this right, and your farm will not just survive, it will thrive. So if you find this helpful, subscribe to this channel for more practical poultry farming knowledge. And if you need any professional guidance for your farm, contact VC Agro Farm and Livestock Enterprise. We are here to help you succeed. Don't forget, healthy birds more funds. All right, thank you and have a wonderful day.